Hey guys, what's up? It is Space Parachute here for the 13th live commentary for BF3 HDTV in 3D, of course. And today we're going to be looking at some assault rifles, and this is going to be a continuation of that gun review sort of thing that I've had going. And if you've missed the first two episodes of this sort of new gun review series of live commentaries, then you missed pistols and PDWs. So, if you're interested in either of those weapons, go ahead and check those out. Or don't, that's fine. Now, I do want to note that I started this before all of those new assignment weapons were released. So, I think what I'm going to do is, whatever... I know I missed... did I miss a couple of PDWs? I don't even know. I can't remember what they released. But basically, I'll be covering every weapon in the game, so... don't worry too much if I... sort of like didn't cover PDW since that came out before the new patch. Wow, that was lucky. Noob tube power for you guys right there. Now I'm a little screwed because I have the Famas. And yes, I'm using the Famas. So this is going to be my first close range weapon that I'm going to be showing you guys. And as you can see here, I really don't trust its range whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and just use the noob tube. Pretty good start to this game, not gonna lie. Okay, anyway, I've just realized that since this is only Conquest, not Conquest Large, the out-of-bounds line is like right there. Which must mean that their spawn point is like really close as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the stats of these weapons because that's what this video is all about. Now, the Famas, I've decided to start with this because I'm going to categorize this episode... What the hell? I'm going to categorize this episode in the from assault rifles that are good at close range to assault rifles that are good at long range. So we're going to start with at least 3 guns today, and obviously the first one's the Famas, and this weapon features 1,000 rounds per minute as a fire rate, which is the highest fire rate in the game for any gun. Now there are a few guns that come in at 900 rounds per minute, and then I know there are some PDWs that have 950 rounds per minute, or at least the MP7 does. But this gun does have the highest, so which means basically before they patched this gun and made the recoil ridiculous, it used to be like ridiculous. It used to be really, really good. And the reason was because, as of right now, it's still good up close, but because of the insane recoil, it's like so hard to get these kills right here. You get to shoot in like 2-shot bursts. So it makes it pretty tough to get any kills at range, I should say. And now, as I said, I'll be covering 3 guns, and those 3 are going to be the Famas, the AEK, and the F2000. Now, all 3 of these guns have the same exact damage output range, which is 25 damage at close range, and then 18.4 damage at the worst damage output that it has. And you can see right there I hip-fired, but hip-firing is actually pretty tough with this gun because the recoil is just so much. You really need to be able to control the shots when possible. And as I say that, you might be thinking, well then what's the point of the laser sight that I have on it? Well, what else are you really going to put on this thing? If you put the silencer, it's only going to make it worse at range, and do you really want that? And if you put the heavy barrel, the recoil is going to be... It's like going to be like shooting a 44 Magnum off, but as an automatic weapon, so you don't want that either. So this gun's sort of tough to use, but if you like to go run and gun, if you're playing one of those new close quarter maps, which I've yet to play on, then maybe this gun is going to be resurrected from the dead, I don't know. But we will just have to wait and see together. Now, the reload time, I'm not really going to cover that in these videos for the most part because, I mean, it's really not that big of a difference. If you're going to use a gun because it has, like, what I should say is you shouldn't be using a gun because it has, like, 1/10 of a second less of a reload time, you know? That's really not what differentiates these guns for the most part. And we're going to showcase some more noob tube power because that's what we do on this channel. And, looks like I'm about to die, actually, so got a bit of a problem here. And as you saw my first kill with the noob tube on the Jeep, if you do hit it on the right angle... Crap, oh my god. If you do hit it in, like, the specific spots of the Jeep, you can kill the driver in one hit, so just something to know. Anyway, so yeah, I feel like I covered the Famas for the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and switch weapons, but I'm gonna finish up a couple thoughts on that gun. First off, the Famas, the basic pros are it has a high rate of fire, it's really good up close, does the standard 25 damage up close that assault rifles do, and yeah, it won't let you down up close. Now, it has the lowest magazine size out of any assault rifle, aside from like the G3 and stuff like that, which has like a 21 bullet magazine size. More noob tubes! Yes! Oh god, now the tank wants me dead though. Yeah. Alright, well, so yeah, the pros of the Famas, really good up close. The cons, somewhat small magazine size, and since that's going to be paired with the high rate of fire, you're going to be eating through that magazine even faster. I swear to god, this AEK is not my friend. Ah! Wow, that was embarrassing. I might cut that out, alright? So anyway, since that totally didn't happen, yeah, and then the cons of the AEK, looks like I'm spawning at my base. Alright, I'm sorry for the inconvenient boat drive, but this will give me time to think about what I want to say. Yeah, the cons of the Famas are pretty simple. High recoil, and since you have the high rate of fire, you have no luck at getting kills at range, so basically, I mean, compared to the AEK and the F2000, the Famas is not really your best bet. But, I mean, I showed you pretty much what it can do up close, so, you know, take that as you feel you should. Now, I've heard the AEK is really, really good with the heavy barrel, and I gotta tell you, I'm not really feeling it. Not gonna lie, I'm just not feeling the heavy barrel too much with this gun. But I'm gonna try it out anyway, because that's supposedly what's best with it. Oh my god, I was trying to land on that bag. So yeah, the AEK has got the second highest rate of fire for assault rifles at 900 rounds per minute, and the recoil is considerably less. Now I would spit through the the specific stats of the recoil, but I'm just gonna post the page and the link where I'm getting all these stats from, so you guys can see this sort of stuff for yourself. I'm just trash for this gun. I'm serious. I'm awful. Oh my god, if that tank kills me, I'm not gonna be happy. I'm just not gonna be happy. Alright, I got away, I think. So anyway, yeah, so let's talk about this gun. So it has 100 less rounds per minute fire rate than that Famas, but it has a lot less recoil. And what else does it have? And just the same damage. So basically you're trading off the up-close firepower that you get with the Famas for a little bit more range with the AEK. And I'm honestly not sure what gun will get you more range when comparing the F2000 and the AEK, because comparing the stats, the AEK has less recoil, but also has less. It also has a higher rounds per minute, or I should say fire rate. All right, let's. Oh god, I was gonna try to show you guys the range capability, but I just get shot down again. If I'm not using the Famas, I just don't do good. That's like the unwritten rule for me, I think. Alright, come on. No, that's not gonna happen. I am gonna get a kill with this gun. You guys just wait. You guys just wait and see. I don't know why I just can't use this thing, because a lot of people do like it, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. But alright. I'm hunting him down. I see my prey. Oh, only got an 88 kill assist. You know what? I think the main problem with this gun at range is it shoots so fast, and it doesn't have like the best accuracy, that if you start to miss too many shots when you're first shooting, you really have a hard time getting the kill on your first magazine, just because you're going to be reloading halfway through shooting the guy. So that might be sort of the tough part at using this at range. It's definitely better than the Famas, so don't get me wrong about that. And there's a bunch of guys in here, so we can see the sort of close quarters capabilities of this thing. There's 2 quick kills and loop around the back to kill the third guy. Wherever he is. Wherever he is. Hey, there he is. So there you go. Even with a heavy barrel, hip firing still pretty good. I do like weapons that I can hip fire with because I like to hip fire, so that's pretty logical. And one more guy back here. Now we're going to get into the F2000 pretty shortly because there's really not a whole lot to talk about. These three guns are pretty similar, and what differs really is the rate of fire and the controllability at range. So, going from top to bottom, the rate of fire is highest for the Famas, then AEK, then F2000. And then top from bottom at range, I would probably say the F2000 is the best, and then the AEK, then the Famas. But then again, I don't know, the AEK and the F2000 seem pretty comparable to me. But you guys will get to see for yourself, because I'm going to be using it next right now. So, let's go ahead and whip out the F2000. It has a rate of fire of 850 rounds per minute, and I'm gonna spawn at C base. So this should be pretty crazy. Now once again, I have a heavy barrel on and holographic with a foregrips. I said that completely wrong, but that's the three attachments that I'm using. Typically, I like to use laser sights, but since the patch keeps making the heavy barrel better and better, I'm starting to use it on more and more of my weapons, so... holy crap. But still, even though you're using a heavy barrel instead of a laser sight, don't completely stray away from hip firing when you feel you should be doing so. Unless you're using the Famas. With the Famas, it's tough to hip fire at any range that's greater than like 1 foot. So, I said it's tough, it's not impossible. So just keep that in mind. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. The guy's gonna run away too soon. It'd be so nice if these people would just stand still. I would high-five them later. I would. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna run around, try to find somebody that doesn't see me. That's sort of what I'm hoping for at the moment. Oh no. I don't know, I mean, between the three guns, there's really not a whole lot to say. Different attachments that you can throw on them. Like I said, for the I went over the Famas already, but AEK, I don't know. I think that's the most versatile of the three for attachments, because it has a pretty good rate. It's sort of like the middle of the road of the three. So even though the suppressor might hurt the what's the word? I guess just statistics of the gun. Oh my god, it's so hard to see that guy. Jesus. So yeah, even though like the laser sight, you know, you're not going to be getting better accuracy like you would be with the heavy barrel, you can sort of afford to take that sort of drop off. With the F2000, I would recommend heavy barrel or laser sight. I tried the suppressor with this thing. I don't really like it that much whatsoever, and still not getting a kill at range with this thing. Like I said, this and the AEK should be pretty similar, and I still am not gonna get that kill. Oh my god. It's more embarrassing than anything. It's really not that this gun's all that bad. Oh Jesus, that guy saw me. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And even with the heavy barrel, you still don't get too much recoil, which is pretty nice. I just got overran right there. But I'm going to take a short break, and then I'll be back with the next gun, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop this for a second. Alright, well I was going to go on to the next weapon, but I realized that this video has already been going on for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and end this first part of the assault rifles right now, and the future weapons should be going by faster. I felt like I wasn't saying enough information, but I guess I kind of was. Somewhere in the video I was giving some good stuff. Good information. Anyway, this is terrible. I just want to mention a couple things. They did release a new grenade launcher for the assault class, and it's called the M320 LVG, and it shoots a grenade just like the noob tube. However, the grenade does not blow up on impact, so it's basically like instead of throwing a frag grenade, you just get to like shoot it. You get to like basically throw it further. Is essentially what it is. It's just like shooting a frag grenade that doesn't blow up on impact. So you can like bounce it off walls and stuff like that. Now, aside from like the very tactical situations that it could be useful, I have used it a decent amount. I don't really like it too much, but It doesn't mean you guys shouldn't try it out. It's a new weapon, so have fun with it, I guess. But just figured I'd fill you guys in with that. And the other thing I guess I want to cover is the squad specializations. I sort of feel like it's not, if you don't use the noob tube, or you don't use that new LVG thing, I don't feel like the specializations are too important, actually. And, so, squad sprint, squad ammo, squad frag, squad flak, whatever, it's really your preference. I don't think any really gives you too much of a benefit if you don't use the noob tube. So, that's what I've got to say about that. Thanks for watching. This is going to be the end of part 1 to the assault rifle series of weapons that I'll be covering. And we'll get on to some more all-around weapons in the next part. So thanks for watching.